All right, guys, it's time for week 2 training. I'm so excited. We've made it through week 1. I'm proud of you all, and I'm so pumped to be going into week 2. I hope you guys are pumped as well. You may not have noticed a drastic change in anything in your body this far, but you may notice you have more energy, less gas or bloating after meals. You're drinking more water. You feel more energized. You're more encouraged. You might have found something you really enjoy versus the diets that you've been on in the past. So I'm just super pumped. I hope you guys are pumped as well. But let's talk a little bit about week 2. First, we'll talk about tracking. So this week, I really want you to track in the app every single day. I'm amping up the accountability. I want you guys to track. I want in the daily posts that I post, I want you all tracking underneath of that, or not tracking, but putting your macros in underneath my daily post. Take a screenshot and put those there, and I'm going to check them every day. I do not expect you to hit your macros perfectly, especially not this first week. It's something that you're going to have to get adjusted to and get used to. But I want you to post them. I want accountability. It's very normal to be annoyed and frustrated by tracking at first. I know I was. I know I still am. Sometimes I don't track every day anymore. I kind of know what's going to fit into my nutrition. And so I mostly will track a couple days a week just to keep me on track. Otherwise, I don't anymore. And you guys will get there too. But for now, I want you tracking every day. I don't expect that any of you will hit your macros to perfection this week. We always want to eat up to our nutrition. So this is opposite of any other diet. Used to, it was like, oh, if I could eat the smallest amount, I'm going to lose the most weight. We don't really want that here. There's no place for that here. I want you hitting your macros. I want you to get to those numbers. That is the goal. You're not winning by being under those numbers. Don't get frustrated. Don't start any cycles of negativity with this. With the tracking, don't let it beat you up. I want you to stay positive and know it's okay to not be perfect. No one's perfect. Like we said, perfection tells us that we're a failure because it's unattainable. We want progress. So keep that in mind when you're tracking. So tracking also will help keep you accountable because a lot of times I'm like going to my kitchen, I'm hungry, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want this or that, but I don't really want to fool with tracking those macros. So, that'll help keep you on track as well. There are tutorials in the app on how to track. You can go under the resources tab and there's a lot of good information there. You can always ask me. I'll kind of lead you in the right direction on where to find things. But that's kind of all that I want to say about the app and tracking. Today I am going to kind of go over proteins, carbs, and fats. To start out with, protein, is essential for our body. It keeps us full. It gives structure to our hair, skin, and nails. It helps the muscles, balance, coordination. It's so crucial. A lot of the elderly population, like those 50 and over, are lacking in this, but it's crucial for all of us, really. And again, I know I said this in the last week's training, but your protein, carbs, and fats are your macro or large nutrients. We need them in the most abundance. So that's a little bit on protein. Now, speaking on carbs, that is our body's energy source. Our body loves and needs carbohydrates. So that's why these carb limiting diets are not sustainable. Our body craves the carbohydrates and it needs them for its energy source. I know you all know the term glucose. Carbs are glucose. Glucose breaks down in the body into glycogen, and glycogen is stored in the liver and the muscles. We burn glucose and glycogen for energy, but we want to turn our bodies into burning fat for energy. And kind of the way that we do that in faster way, on Monday and Tuesday, we do low carb days. So normally we do 40 to 45% of our calories from carbohydrates, but on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to do 10%. On these days, we are completely depleting our glycogen stores so that instead of burning the glycogen for energy, our body is going to turn to fat to burn for energy. This is why we are the faster way to fat loss, not weight loss. Just a little plug there, because we're really not that focused on number on the scale as we are burning fat. A lot of programs, you'll lose weight, you lose water weight, you lose muscle weight because you're not fueling your muscles. And you just, you don't want to burn your muscles as fuel. You don't want to gain water weight or lose water weight. We want to lose fat and lean up and actually build muscle weight, which is beneficial. And in my journey to down, I hit this point where I kind of plateaued, and I had to realize that my body was doing like a little bit of a recomposition, and so I had to up, but I was still losing inches. The weight wasn't going down anymore, but the inches were coming down, and that's even more exciting than losing a number on the scale. So keep that in mind as well. On Monday and Tuesday, when we do low carb, we pair that with HIIT training. And HIIT training is just high intensity interval training where we're lifting weights and we're moving, we're getting that heart rate up, letting it come back down a little, getting it back up. You guys may or may not have done those on Monday and Tuesday, but you double your fat loss. That's just a bonus. If you are doing the low carb on those days, your body's going to dip into its fat stores to start burning. If you are doing HIIT training, you're just doubling that. You're getting even more fat loss. On Monday and Tuesday, we're not just tracking carbs, we're doing net carbs. Net carbs are your carbohydrates, your total carbohydrates, minus the fiber in whatever you're tracking. So keep that in mind. And then fat, since we depleted our body of carbs on low carb day, we decrease our calories significantly. So you will notice on Monday and Tuesday, it's low carb day. We're going to double our fats. We don't want you dipping into this super low calorie deficit on those days. And so we're going to increase your calories that come from fat. Fat gets a bad rap. Everyone says, oh, stay away from fat. Yes, that's fried foods, vegetable oil, things like that. But our body needs healthy fats. You need them for your neurons. They coat the neurons in the brain. It helps your hormones. It helps with brain function. So the processed fats are, like I said before, those are the ones that are bad, and those are the ones we want to stay away from. But like avocados and nuts and fatty choices of meat, such as like salmon or bacon, eggs, those are good sources of fats. So we're eating good carbs and fats, not the processed ones. But every Monday and Tuesday on low carb day, we'll do the HIIT workouts. We do strength training Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Wednesday is total body. Thursdays we do upper body, and Saturdays we do legs. So these aren't set in stone days. Sometimes if I have a dinner for work or something that I have to go to, I'll readjust my days, but you always want to keep your macros that are meant to be with those days together. So if you're doing HIIT and you move the day, keep it low carb on your HIIT days. Just a little plug about that. But right now, nutrition is the only thing I'm worried about. It's the only thing I'm worried about for all of you, but the exercise is a bonus. And just a little reminder, I set all of your macros to the activity level you told me you were going to do. So if at any point that changes, I'll have to adjust your macros a little, just let me know. But back to exercise. Some of you may be doing other exercises. None of you have mentioned this to me, but like Orange Theory or things like that. You may ask me, is this okay? Yes, but the Faster Way workouts are paired very strategically with the nutrition to optimize the amount of fat loss. So if you start doing those things, it may affect your results. That's fine. Activity's activity. Just come to me and let me know. But I also don't want anyone exercising more than 5 days a week. Your body needs rest, and we need to prioritize rest. So in the app on Friday and Sunday, there's like yoga or iso stretches, active recovery, things like that. Yes, those are optional if you want to do those, but we are not being physically exertional and weightlifting and exercising 7 days a week. 5 days is sufficient. You need to rest. Some of you have already asked me about alcohol. I will tell you, if you're truly pursuing fat loss, stay away from the alcohol for the 6 weeks. If you want to see your optimal results, stay away for 6 weeks. Of course, I get it. We're all social beings. We want to have fun, but to optimize your results in the 6 weeks, I would stay away. But when you consume alcohol, your body starts to turn and burn that alcohol instead of fat for 24 hours. It's a foreign substance. So the body is going to work on that. On Saturdays, we do leg day. That's treat day. That's today. I'm making this video. I did legs this morning. A treat day is a treat day. Have a treat, track it in your macros. This is not a cheat day. This isn't fall off the wagon day and do everything terrible. If you do, it's fine. Don't stress it. It's fine. That's fine too. Get back on track. But you get to have a cheat. If you want, use your alcohol. Have your alcohol as your treat. If you want to have a glass of wine at dinner, have a glass of wine. If that's your thing. I just wouldn't drink wine every night. You're not going to be very successful. When you're looking at choosing alcohols, always look for something that's less sugary. Go for something clear like vodka and gin, and maybe do like a soda with some lemon or lime. And that will optimize, like, still get flavor, still get alcohol, less calories. Just a plug there. About your fasting times, yes, some of you I have not recommended a 16-8. Some of you I've done 14-10. Some of you 16-8. I'm going to say 16-8 in the video, but if know that those are flexible. It's okay if you have a late night and then tomorrow you're like, what do? I ate later, so I need to back up my window. No, just get back on track the next day. Break your fast at the same time, get back on track and keep going. We do focus on fuel over fast. Your nutrition is more important than your fast. We want you hitting those macros. So if your window is 8 p.m. to 12 a.m., but you don't get a chance to eat until after 3 o'clock, then you don't get home till after 8, still eat your dinner. Don't say it is 8 o'clock. I'm done for the day. I can't have anything. So it's 8:05. I'm done. No, we want you to get in your nutrition. Just count it as a night that you went a little later. Get back on the same time the next day. Don't punish yourself by pushing your fast later the next day. Just get back on track. So fuel over fast. Fuel over fast. Progress, not perfection. You're going to hear me say these things a lot. We also go by memories over macros. So if it's your birthday or a holiday, or your kid comes up to you and says, Mom, look at these cupcakes. Have a cupcake. It's fine. Enjoy your cupcake. Track it. Post it. There is no shame here. Post your macros. Say, hey, it was my kid's birthday. They wanted a cupcake. My macros are over in carbs today. But I don't have any shame about that because I'm living my life. We want this to be sustainable forever. You want to do this forever, right? We're learning nutrition forever. It is not feasible to not have a cupcake for the rest of your life. Enjoy your treat, be proud of it, and move on. Don't binge on things. I have history of some issues with some binge eating, and so once I fell off the wagon, I would just spiral and go out of control, and I would eat everything. Don't do that. That came from a place of guilt. You eat the cupcake and you say, I've had a cupcake and now I'm going to stay on track with my nutrition. I'm going to be healthy, and that's fine. Faster Way is not a binging program. You may notice that you're eating more than you have ever eaten in your life. Tyler always used to say, I can't believe you're eating that much and losing that much weight. Yes, you may be eating a ton and you're thinking in the back of your mind, I'm going to come out of this 6 weeks and Crystal's lost her mind. I'm going to gain 50 pounds. But trust me. But with binging, I used to get to like, I start my fast at 8 p.m. and it would be like 7 p.m. and I would say, oh my gosh, I have all these macros left to eat. So I'd go grab all these things and I would be trying to eat, and here's a apple for some carbs, and I got a handful of nuts, and I'm trying to hit my macros. I'm stuffed. That's not, we don't need to do this. I only want you eating until you're about 80% full. Don't save all your macros throughout the day. And just have like this massive dinner where you're 150% full. That's not beneficial for your body. Split them up throughout the day. Don't stuff your face to meet a number. If you are low on your macros, but you said, hey, I just didn't get them in today and I didn't want to binge, that is fine. That is fine too. A way that you can split up your macros is if you do like 3 big meals throughout the day, take whatever your goals are and divide them by 3. If you do a big meal, a big snack, another big snack, and another big meal, kind of just divide up your macros, however many times a day you prefer to eat, and divide by that number. Instead of eating all day, sure what I was going for there. I'm looking at my notes as I talk to you guys. Anyway, if you are consistently short on your macros, like say every day you're low on protein, whatever your protein is with each meal that you're doing, maybe add like 2 more ounces of protein to that meal. When you go out to a restaurant, order extra protein to add to whatever you get. If you get a salad, get extra protein. If you finish dinner and you're still short on protein goals, you can always add a protein shake or a bar. So that's one way to get up to your macros, because like I said, we're always going to eat up to our macros. If you are a perfectionist, there's 2 no-fail methods, the meal guides and tracking the day before. So the meal guides they're set with a standard like number of calories and broken up that way. So when you're doing the meal guides, it may not hit your specific macronutrients perfectly. You can adjust them a little and tweak them. But if you track the day, I was most successful if I planned out my whole day's eating the day before. If I did that, I would track the macros. I hit them spot on every time. If you're looking at the meal guides, you can swap things. Swap the protein. If you don't like shrimp, put in chicken. You can swap anything. If you're tired of rice, eat potatoes. Double cooking is very beneficial. So I don't cook every night of the week, but if I cook a dinner for us, I may take the chicken and do double the chicken, double the rice, double the veggies. And so I have some for the next day or even 2 or 3 days. Some people prefer to do batch cooking where they'll do like a couple days worth of cooking, and some people meal prep. So whatever fits into your life is truthfully whatever's going to work for you. So just giving you some ideas. But while you're in the faster way, people are watching you. People are seeing what you're doing. You have the opportunity to impact others. So I want you all to be thinking about that. You never really know how hungry others are to learn about health and nutrition until you start showing them what you're doing. So just think about how you can help and share what you're doing with other people. The whole reason that I wanted to become a Faster Way coach is so I could educate other people. So I encourage you to share with others. I'm not saying be like me and post on Facebook 11 million times. I'm not asking that. But when you're out and you're eating healthy, if someone asks you what you're doing, just tell them I'm focusing on my nutrition. Like I'm feeding my body. And hopefully you can lead them in the direction of what you're doing and help them as well. I'm sure whenever I interviewed for Faster Way, they asked me, who do you know that could benefit from the Faster Way? And I thought, everyone. I mean, that was my answer, actually. You all know I'm crazy. I said, literally everyone. I mean, how many people in your life can you name that eat healthy and try to be healthy every day? I probably can't give you 5. So think of all the people in your life that you could help save, maybe add years to their life by sharing this with them. Once we're done with this 6-week program, you have the opportunity to roll over into VIP. VIP is just a monthly rate. Right now it's on sale, $20 off, so it'll be $79 a month. Also keep in mind, I will remind you on Facebook, but you will automatically be enrolled at the end of this 6 weeks into that VIP. If you do not want to be VIP, you have to cancel, and I will remind you on Facebook. But you get to go into VIP. VIP, I will make a whole new Facebook group, and we're going to keep building that. And I have people I referred to another coach before I was a coach that are going to join us in there once it gets up and going. So we'll have a nice little VIP group if you guys stay with me. But once you are VIP, you get to become what used to be called an ambassador, and now it's called an affiliate, the affiliate program. So I will get you set up as an affiliate. I will get you a link. Every time you refer someone to me, if they sign up, you get $50. It goes into PayPal. So you will get paid $50. That almost pays for your monthly fee. If you can find one person a month to refer to me, one person a month for me to coach, that pays for your VIP. And that's why I started becoming an affiliate in the first place. Then I decided I'm so much ready for more. I want to coach these people. Anyway, you can be an affiliate and you can make $50. If one person, $50 a month, pay for your VIP and stick with this with me for the accountability and just the camaraderie. Also in VIP, we have special groups offered by Fasterway. So there's women over 40, breastfeeding moms, pregnant moms. There's faith and fitness groups. There's women who like to do XYZ. So there's all kinds of groups that you can get involved in as well and get in those Facebook groups and stay accountable and keep people in your life that are going to encourage you. But just be authentic. Share your passion for what you're doing. You're all doing this for different reasons, but I'm proud of all of you. But just share it with people. Don't ever say, I can't have that. That's not true. There's nothing that we cannot have. That's not realistic in life. Say, I'm really trying to cut out dairy, so I'm not going to have ice cream today. Or I'm really focusing on my gut health. I'm trying to cut out gluten, so I'm not going to have the bread on my hamburger. That helps with our mindset, and it keeps that negative mindset away as well of the I can't have. I know if you're like me, the I can't have mindset causes me to spiral out of control. So try not to think that way either. But, just tell people what you're doing. Be passionate about it. Be authentic. Be yourself. You don't have to be like me and be 11 million posts on Facebook in everyone's face all the time. But just share with people. We're all on different journeys. I am so proud of you all because this isn't easy. It's not easy to prioritize yourself. It's not easy to put yourself first. It's not easy to eat healthy. It's not cheap to eat healthy. It's not easy to add exercise into your everyday life, but you all are doing it and you're doing it fantastic. And you're reaching out to me and you're telling me like, oh my gosh, Crystal, I have exercised more in the last week than I've ever exercised, or I have so much energy. My skin is better, whatever. I'm proud of you all, and I'm so excited. We're only a week in. We got hopefully forever to go, but at least 5 more weeks to go. So hang in there with me. It's going to be a great second week, and I can't wait.